Money Moves with Myth 2.0, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a mother and movie. So, guys, today we're going to be reacting to a news clip of a lady in Texas. Temperatures, we have experienced, or a lot of people have experienced, very cold temperatures in states like Louisiana, Florida, Tennessee, Texas, and they been getting snow and stuff like that. So what happens when a woman is homeless? What happens when a woman's homeless and the shelter's not taking in anybody? Shelter's not taking in people. It's too full. Or you to miss the deadline to hit the shelter, and you're out in the elements. It's freezing. What would you do? So we're gonna view this news clip, and we're gonna react to it, and we're gonna tell and talk about the modern women experiencing homelessness. Because now there's an increasing number of modern women making videos, sleeping in their vehicles, going homeless. But what happens when you don't have a vehicle? Well, let's see. Let's see what happens.
It's an act of desperation. Normal video captures the moments a woman experiencing homelessness resorted to getting into a dog kennel, trying to stay warm.
First thing she told me, she's like, I'm super sorry. I have nowhere to go, but I'm sorry. Me and her were like...
Seemed like she got up to where she's like, I'm going to get kicked out, kind of almost early getting out of the kennel.
Kind of accepting the fate that she was going to have to move to a different location.
Yep.
Right.
But that wasn't the case. Mariah Payne had woken up around 3 in the morning and wanted to check in on potential snow when she opened the door to a stranger sleeping in the kennel on her porch.
Now, this is insane, guys. This is absolutely insane, and it just shows, like, for people who never experienced homelessness, and guys, a lot of people who know me and been on this YouTube channel know that I experienced homelessness for years, off and on. So I'm very experienced when it comes to homelessness. So, first and foremost, a lot of times we see videos of women making videos in their cars, but what happens when it's very cold and you don't have a car, the shelter's not taking in tonight, and you have to sleep outside? So a lot of times what happens is women will start doing the unthinkable. The temperature will start to get to them. There's been times where I had on winter's jumpsuits that I used to buy from Walmart, that still it would be extremely cold, and you will feel it, and it gets colder the later that it gets. Like 1, 2 in the morning, you're tired, you've been walking all day, you don't have a vehicle. So this woman, this just goes to show that this is the reason why a lot of homeless people take chances like this. Like, this woman was so cold that she took a chance and went on somebody's porch and laid in a dog kennel. And that's how freezing it is outside. So this is a prime example why I advise a lot of modern women, because prices of rent is so high and stuff like that. A lot of you ladies need to start sticking with your partner. You need to start sticking with the man that you're in a relationship with, because 2 incomes are better than 1. If not, you're going to find yourself in a situation where, like, I stay in Colorado, and it'd be like, right now it's like 12 degrees outside, and it's snowing as well, and it's about 11 o'clock, around 1, 2 in the morning, it'll be negative and the negatives, and it will be snowing out there. So a lot of times when women get in this situation, they start to, and just anybody, you know, who never experienced homelessness, they will do the unthinkable. They will do things that they normally would never do in situations like this. Meaning, you know, they might get with a guy and who they never would have been with, and just to get with him, you know. Or they might end up going on somebody's porch, sleeping in a dog kennel, and they don't care if it's hair in there or anything, because it's just so cold. The coldness, it doesn't matter. The coldness is so unbearable. And if you ever been homeless and ever felt the cold and how cold it is, and knowing that you don't have a home, and you don't know how to survive, and you don't have a sleeping bag. Usually if you get a sleeping bag, guys, get a sleeping bag. Get 2 sleeping bags. Invest $100 on 2 sleeping bags, and it don't matter if the temperature is negative 10 degrees, you will still be warm. You know. So, but a lot of people who don't never experience homelessness, you know, or they might end up homeless out of nowhere, and they got to spend, you know, the night outside or something like that. They don't have cash. It'll make you do crazy things like this. But let's keep the video rolling.
The desperation in her voice of not asking, like, please let me stay, but this is the best that I have at this point in time in the night. And so I think that also kind of got us a little heartbroken.
Peña and Daniel Bartiz didn't feel comfortable allowing the unknown woman into their home where their child sleeps, but also knew they couldn't find it in their hearts to make her leave.
I saw from her, she just nodded, and I can tell she was, we're still half awake. She nodded and she was just like, okay.
People like this is extremely rare as well, because most people wouldn't care if you was homeless. Like, they would kick you off the porch. But it's just good to say that this family didn't, you know, had it in their heart to let this woman sleep on the porch, you know, and be understanding. A lot of people these days are not understanding. They're not going to care if you're out there freezing to death. But let's keep it moving.
That was pretty much it. She went back to sleep.
We're
blessed.
What we have here, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no reason we can't just let her sleep there.
And although a dog kennel isn't the best place to get out of the elements, in a time of need, something is better than nothing.
A thick blanket here, a bed sheet here, another bed sheet. I even had a car cover for the dog, and trying to reduce the chance of any rain and that future snow coming in, then plastic covering on top.
They tell us the woman was gone by the time they woke up today, but as another hard freeze rolls in, the couple says they'd be happy to help the stranger out once again.
Has it crossed you guys' mind that her being able to stay in your dog's kennel overnight possibly might have saved her life in these type of temperatures?
Super cold, wet. Yeah, who knows what could have happened if she was just out in the streets.
And that's insane. And that's the sad truth about homelessness. Like, people really don't put themselves in homeless people's shoes, especially people who stay in places like New York, or it's the wintertime, wherever you're at. You know, it's not easy surviving in the elements. And it's not easy for men, so just imagine a woman. But I'm going to leave you guys with that note. Leave comments. Let me know what you guys think on the video, and I'm going to holler at you guys on the next one. Over and out.